Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, I welcome all of you in this lecture. So good morning to everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Okay,
sir.
so let me present my screen to you. Yes, please let me know. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see, in my previous lecture, we have stopped at this theorem, which is nothing but this theorem number 3, Kuratowski theorem. And this was proved in 1930. Now, before going to proceed further, let me know, do you have any difficulties in my previous lecture?
सर होमोमॉर्फिक एक बार मेरे को वापस बता दो ना थोड़ा.
Okay. Hmm. See, what do we mean by homeomorphism? Homeomorphism. For example, suppose I am having a graph which contains say 4 vertices. Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
you just pick any edge from these edges. Suppose I am picking this edge. So you just cut this edge into two pieces. Okay, for example, let me draw it over here. Okay, now I am considering this edge and I am cutting this edge into two pieces. Okay, so here I have cut this edge. Now what you are going to do is you just add a vertex over here. Okay. So if I can able to make this graph using this graph, then I am going to call these two graphs are homeomorphic.
सर रिवर्स में भी काम करेगा ये.
Yes. ओके सो इफ आई
ओके
रिमूव
सर.
दिस वर्टेक्स, जो अभी वर्टेक्स हमने ऐड किया वो अगर हमने रिमूव किया और इस एज को हमने अगर ज्वाइन किया तो हमें ये वाला ग्राफ मिल जाएगा. हेंस दिस टू ग्राफ्स आर होम्योमॉर्फिक. इज दैट क्लियर नाउ?
यस सर.
Okay. Now let us try to understand the statement of Kuratowski theorem. So the statement is a finite graph G is planar. Okay, now here we are considering a finite graph. What do we mean by finite graph?
काउंटेबल नंबर ऑफ वर्टाइसेस एंड एजेस.
Okay, or you can say finite number of vertices and edges. See, if I said countable, then we are having countably finite and countably infinite. So instead of that countable word, we are just calling it as finite word. Hence, we are having a finite graph which contains finite number of vertices. And this graph is planar if and only if it has no subgraph that is homeomorphic to K5 or K33. So see, in my previous lecture, we have already checked that these two graphs are non-planar graphs. And when I'm going to call a finite graph G is a planar graph, if and only if it has no subgraph. Okay, it has no subgraph that is homeomorphic to K5 or K33. Now, what do we mean by this statement? Suppose you are having a bigger graph, okay, और उस ग्राफ से अगर आप K5 और K33 अगर बना सकते हो, then that graph is non-planar. If you are unable to do that, then that graph is planar graph. For example, you can understand this statement using this following example. Okay, here I am having a graph G. which contains how many vertices?
8.
8 vertices.
So you can see here I am having 4 vertices and here I am having 4 vertices. So totally we are having 8 vertices. Now what I am going to do is I am using the definition of homeomorphism. So I have already marked these vertices over here. Okay. Now what you are going to do, you just remove this vertex and join this edge. Okay, so I am joining this edge on the right hand side. Similarly, you just remove this vertex and join this edge. So I have joined that edge over here. Similarly, you just remove this vertex and join these two vertices using an edge, so that you can see I have obtained the graph k phi using this graph by homeomorphism. Which means what? I am having a subgraph of k phi in this graph G. So according to the statement of Kuratowski theorem, this graph is non-planar. Is the statement clear?
Yes, sir.
So please remember, हम होम्योमॉर्फिज्म की डेफिनेशन यूज करेंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल सी ओवर हियर. ओके, यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया, इस वर्टेक्स को मार्क किया, इसे रिमूव कर दिया और इस एज को हमने ज्वाइन किया, सो दैट वी कैन एबल टू ऑब्टेन दिस ग्राफ. This is known as homeomorphism, and here we have did what? We have just checked whether do we have a subgraph k phi in this graph by homeomorphism. So for that we have already marked these 3 vertices, and we are removing these 3 vertices and join this corresponding vertices in this fashion. Okay, so that you can see I have obtained a k phi graph in this graph G. And we know that this k phi is non-planar. Which means what? Here we have obtained a subgraph which is homeomorphic to k phi in this graph G. So if that case happens, then we are going to call this graph G is non-planar graph. अगर हमें ये k phi नहीं मिलता और k33 भी अगर वो नहीं होता, तो हम उसे बोल सकते थे कि वो प्लेनर ग्राफ बनेगा. बट हमें इस ग्राफ G में एक कॉपी मिली ऑफ k phi यूजिंग होम्योमॉर्फिज्म, इसलिए हमने कंक्लूड किया दिस ग्राफ G इज नॉन प्लेनर. दिस इज द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस रिजल्ट. इज द स्टेटमेंट क्लियर नाउ?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's move on the next statement. And this theorem is by Wagner in 1937. So let us try to understand this statement. Again, a finite graph is planar graph if and only if it contains no subgraph that is age contractive to k phi or k33. Okay, the same thing but in a more designable fashion. Okay, now we have already studied what do we mean by age contraction. Can anybody recall it for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, age contraction means if we remove, if for our edge u we remove vertex u, we remove edge e and merge the vertex u and v such that वो
Exactly.
दोनों graph.
Okay, so which means what? First you need to mark an edge E. सो अगर ए जी को मार्क करे तो उसके दो एंड पॉइंट्स होंगे, मीन्स वर्टाइसेस होंगे। तो हमें क्या करना है, इस एज को रिमूव करना है और इन दोनों वर्टाइसेस को फ्यूज करना है। मीन्स एज कॉन्ट्रैक्शन मीन्स व्हाट, वी आर सिंपली मेकिंग द ग्राफ ऑफ जी डॉट ई। इज दैट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you can see, if observe the statement, a finite graph is planar if and only if it contains no subgraph that is age contractive to k5 or k33. मीन्स व्हाट, हमें अगर कोई भी ग्राफ दिया होगा से जी, हम उसमें ये एज कॉन्ट्रैक्शन ऑपरेशन अप्लाई करेंगे। अप्लाई करने के बाद हम चेक करेंगे कि हमें सब ग्राफ मिल रहा है ऑफ दिस टाइप k5 और k33। अगर नहीं मिलेगा देन वी आर गोइंग टू कॉल इट एज प्लेनर ग्राफ, अगर मिल गया देन वी आर गोइंग टू कॉल इट एज नॉन प्लेनर ग्राफ। ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज योर गेस फॉर पीटरसन ग्राफ? इज इट प्लेनर?
No, sir.
No, because we have already checked that Peterson graph is non-planar graph. Now let us try to apply this statement to the Peterson graph. Okay, so you can see we have already checked that this Peterson graph is non-planar, but now let us apply this age contraction to this Peterson graph. So you can see this left hand side is a graph of Peterson graph. Now you can see I am marking these edges in red color. Okay, now you apply this age contraction to this red edges, which means what, ये एज हमें यहां से रिमूव करनी है, इन दोनों वर्टाइसेस को फ्यूज करना है। ओके, तो ये हमने यहाँ पे फ्यूज कर दिया। सिमिलरली यू जस्ट रिमूव दिस एज, फ्यूज दिस टू वर्टाइसेस। सो ये हमने यहाँ पे फ्यूज किया। Now do the same thing for this remaining three edges and check whether you can able to obtain this graph by using this operation or not. Yes, can I able to make this graph using Peterson graph by age contraction?
Yes, sir.
And remember, ये आप खुद से ट्राई करके देखो। सी, मैं इस वर्टेक्स को यहाँ पे लेके जा रहा हूं तो ये एजेस भी थोड़े शिफ्ट हो जाएंगे, सो यहाँ पे एजेस बनेंगे। सिमिलरली इस वर्टेक्स को मैं यहाँ पे लेके जा रहा हूं तो ये एजेस यहाँ पे ऐसे बनने वाला है। सो यू कैन चेक दैट we can make k5 using this graph by age contraction mapping. Hence, we are getting a subgraph in this Peterson graph of k5 type. So our conclusion using Wagner's theorem is this graph, or you can say this Peterson graph, is non-planar. Is the statement clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So please remember, these are the beauties of the statements. Okay, within seconds you can able to conclude the given graph is non-planar. Now let us try to understand the next lemma. That is, every planar graph has a vertex of degree at most phi. Now what is the meaning of this statement, every planar graph has a vertex of degree at most phi?
मैक्सिमम 5 डिग्री हो सकता है वर्टेक्स का, उससे कम भी हो सकता है, लेकिन मैक्सिमम 5 होगा, उससे ज्यादा नहीं होगा।
और अगर ज्यादा हुआ तो
नॉन प्लेनर बन जाएगा।
फिर कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन होगा।
अगर ज्यादा हुआ then this graph becomes non-planar. Clear?
yes, sir.
यस सर।
So let us try to prove this lemma. Remember, the statement is every planar graph has a vertex of degree at most phi. So let us suppose something wrong. So suppose every vertex in the planar graph G has degree at least 6. Okay, here I am saying every vertex in this planar graph has degree at least 6, which means what? We are assuming something wrong, so at the end we will get some contradiction. So let G be that graph with P vertices and Q edges. So in this graph G, we are having every vertex of degree at least 6. So by handshaking lemma, what we are going to say now, here we are applying first handshaking theorem. Okay, not regarding with faces. So by handshaking theorem, we can say that twice the number of edges is equals to summation of degrees of Vi. But what we know about degrees of Vi? Using this first line, yes, what is the degree of any vertex in the graph G?
So 6 or less
Minimum
than
6.
6.
Minimum
At
6,
least 6.
maximum ज़्यादा हो सकता है. So can I say this statement? Summation of degrees of Vi is at least 6 times P.
Each vertex has degree at least 6.
See, degree of Vi is at least 6. Okay. So इसके बारे में मुझे पता चला this is bigger than or is equals to 6. See what I am saying? Degree of Vi is at least 6. Using this first line, because this is our assumption. Now you apply summation on both the sides, where this summation is running from 1 to P. Now tell me what is the answer of summation 6, where this summation is running from 1 to P.
6p.
6P, right? Hence we are having this summation is at least 6P. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this implies what? Q is bigger than or is equals to 3 times P. Now here we are getting a contradiction. Now can anybody tell me which contradiction we are getting over here?
Lemma 1.
Lemma 1, exactly. Okay. Because in lemma 1 we have already said that for any planar graph we are having Q is less than or is equals to 3P minus 6. And here we are getting Q is bigger than or is equals to 3 times P. So this is the contradiction, since if G is planar, then we should have Q is at most 3P minus 6. So why we are getting this contradiction? Because our assumption is wrong. So this shows that G has at least one vertex of degree at most 5. Is the lemma clear?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir,
Yes.
at least or sir, at least one or every vertex
At least,
has.
see, observe, has a vertex. What do we mean by has a vertex?
Okay. It means एक ही vertex है जिसकी
कम
at
से
least.
कम एक है. Has a
हाँ, कम से कम.
vertex.
Okay. So means
Okay.
उससे ज्यादा भी हो सकती है ना. एक
उससे
दो
ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, तो हमें खाली एक वर्टेक्स भी ऐसा मिल जाए कि जिसका डिग्री एटमोस्ट 5 हो तो हमारा काम हो जाएगा. उससे ज्यादा भी हो सकता है. डजेंट मैटर. ओके.
Oh.
Okay. So always remember now, every planar graph has a vertex of degree at most 5. So अगर मान लो कि आपके पास एक बहुत ही बड़ा ग्राफ दिया होगा और आपको चेक करना है कि वो प्लेनर है और नहीं है, तो आप क्या करोगे? सारे वर्टेक्सेस की डिग्री चेक कर लो. अगर आपको एक भी वर्टेक्स ऐसा मिले जिसकी डिग्री बिगर देन 5 होगी, तो आप उसे देखते ही कंक्लूड करोगे दैट ग्राफ इज नॉन प्लेनर. क्लियर?
हाँ सर.
Okay. Okay, now let us see some examples. So, question number 1, show that each of the following graph is planar by drawing it as a plane graph. Verify that Euler's theorem holds for each graph. Okay, now you can see on the left hand side I am having a graph G. Now you can see here we are having the crossing between edges of this graph. But here the question is, show that each of the following graph is planar, which means what? This graph is already planar. We need to draw the plane drawing of this graph so that there will be no crossing between these two edges. Is the question clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can see here I am drawing the vertices and I am drawing this middle 5 edges. Okay. So that this graph, अभी तो ये प्लेनर है, अगर ये मैं खाली ये मिडल वाले 5 एजेस ही ड्रॉ करूं, ओके. अब हमें ये जो आउटर एजेस है वो हमें इस तरीके से ड्रॉ करना है सच दैट देयर विल बी नो क्रॉसिंग बिटवीन एजेस. नाउ यू कैन सी आई हैव ऑलरेडी शिफ्टेड द पोजीशन ऑफ वर्टिसेस. You can see that. Now you can see in graph G I am having A is adjacent with vertex D. So we need to adjacent these two vertices in the plane drawing of this graph. Similarly, A is adjacent with this vertex C. So we need to make them adjacent in this plane drawing so that there will be no crossing between two edges. The same thing you can do for the remaining vertices, that is E is joining with C. So here I am joining this C with this vertex E and E is joining with B. So I am joining these two vertices in the plane graph. And what is remaining? B is joining with vertex D. So we need to draw this edge as well. Now check whether we have drawn all the edges of this graph G or not.
Yes, sir.
और यहाँ पे आपको एक बात का ध्यान रखना है, अगर दो वर्टाइसेस एडजेसेंट है इन G, सो उसकी प्लेन ड्राइंग में भी वो दोनों वर्टाइसेस एडजेसेंट ही रहने चाहिए. क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
So this is the plane drawing of this graph G. Hence, this graph G is planar graph. Now observe how many faces we are having in this graph.
6.
6. Okay, so wait a minute, let me change the color. Okay, so this is my first face. Yes, can you able to see this green color?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is my second face, third face, fourth, fifth और sixth वाली face कौन सी होगी?
Exterior face.
Exterior face. So this is my sixth face. How many vertices we are having in this graph?
6.
So here we are having the value of P is 6. What about edges?
10.
ओके, काउंट करना है, यहाँ पे लिखा है वो देख के नहीं बोलना है।
टेन ही है सर।
Okay. So here total number of edges are nothing but 10 and total number of regions are nothing but 6. Now see, we are using Euler's formula, so you just replace this R by F. If you keep it as R, then you are going to say this R is nothing but total number of faces. Now verify the Euler's formula. That is, you consider this left hand side and check whether you are getting this algebraic expression is equals to 2 or not. So do it and tell me. Yes, is it 2?
हाँ सर।
Yes.
Yes, which means what? Euler's theorem is verified. Is the example clear?
Yes sir।
And remember one more thing. See, आपको क्वेश्चन ही ऐसा पूछा गया है, show that each of the following graph is planar. So आपको आंख बंद करके ये दिया हुआ ग्राफ आपको प्लेनर ग्राफ अज्यूम करना है और उसको कैसे भी प्लेन ग्राफ और यू कैन से प्लेन ड्राइंग उसकी ड्रॉ करनी है, सो दैट देयर विल बी नो क्रॉसिंग बिटवीन एजेस। अगर शो दैट वाला क्वेश्चन हुआ तो, और अगर आपको ऐसा पूछा गया चेक वेदर द फॉलोइंग ग्राफ इज प्लेनर और नॉट, तो जरूरी नहीं है कि आप उसकी प्लेन ड्राइंग हर बार ड्रॉ कर सकोगे। उसके लिए हमारे पास 2-3 लेमा है, आप वो अप्लाई कर सकते हो। फर्स्ट लेमा इज क्यू इज एटलीस्ट 3p माइनस एट मोस्ट 3p माइनस 6। सेकेंड वन इज क्यू इज लेस देन और इज इक्वल्स टू 2p माइनस 4 एंड द थर्ड वन इज द डिग्री ऑफ एवरी वर्टेक्स इज एट मोस्ट 5। ओके, सो ये 3 लेमा के हेल्प से आप चेक करोगे वेदर द गिवन ग्राफ इज प्लेनर और नॉट। Okay. Now again you can see this is my graph G. अब question show that का है means what? हम always ऐसा ग्राफ ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं such that there will be no crossing between any two edges of this graph. You can see here I am having this middle edge such that there will be the crossing between this edge FJ, GI and EH. ओके और अब हमें क्या करना है, इसकी प्लेन ड्राइंग ड्रॉ करनी है। वो मैंने राइट हैंड साइड में ड्रॉ की है। यू कैन चेक दैट दिस इज द प्लेन ग्राफ और यू कैन से दिस ग्राफ इज प्लेनर। Yes, all of you try to check whether I have drawn all the edges along with the vertices which are adjacent in G. So they should be adjacent in this plane drawing. So just check that मैंने बराबर ड्रॉ किया है या नहीं किया।
सर जी में सी एंड डी कनेक्टेड है क्या?
कहाँ पे, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में या राइट हैंड साइड में?
राइट हैंड साइड, और नहीं लेफ्ट में जो मेन ग्राफ है वो।
सी एंड डी?
हाँ
नहीं, सी जी यहाँ पर है और सी एंड डी यहाँ पर है, तो वो दोनों कनेक्टेड कैसे हो सकता है?
नहीं, ग्राफ जी में सी एंड डी कनेक्टेड है क्या वैसा?
ओके, इसमें पूछ रहे हो? यस, देयर शुड बी एन एज. ये एक्चुअली नोटबुक की लाइन है, इसके लिए आई थिंक थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा होगा. ओके, क्लियर नाउ?
Yes, sir.
सो चेक किया, ये राइट हैंड वाला प्लेन प्लेन ड्राइंग है इस ग्राफ जी का. Okay, now tell me how many faces we are having in this plane drawing. And always remember, हम फेसेस के बारे में प्लेन ग्राफ से ही बात करेंगे, ओरिजिनल ग्राफ से हम बात नहीं करने वाले. रिमेंबर दैट. So how many faces we are having in this plane graph?
9.
So this is first face, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, and this outer, that is exterior face. So totally we are having 9 faces. How many vertices? 10 vertices. And you can check that the total number of edges are nothing but 17. Now do this, that is P minus Q plus R, and check whether you are getting it is equals to 2 or not.
Yes, sir, I.
Okay, so always remember, प्लेन ग्राफ के लिए always Euler's formula hold होगा. अगर hold नहीं हुआ, which means you made some error. Okay, now I am leaving this third example for your homework. You just draw the plane drawing of this graph and check whether Euler's formula is true or not. Okay, now next we are having second problem. Now you can see these are nothing but your problems in your practical sheet. So please try to understand this problem, because you can have this problem in your practical exams. So question number 2, show that the complement of the simple planar graph with 11 vertices is non-planar, and hence show that for any simple planar graph, delta G is at most phi. Is the statement clear? Or you can say, is the question clear? Yes. Is the question clear? Okay. Forget about these first 2 lines. Observe the third line. Show that for any simple planar graph G, delta G is at most phi. Now tell me, is the second statement clear?
यस सर सर बट ये मिनिमम डिग्री डेल्टा जी होगा ना, फिर तो कैपिटल डेल्टा जी का क्या होगा, मैक्सिमम डिग्री?
से मैक्सिमम डिग्री के बारे में हमें कुछ नहीं पता है, हमें खाली मिनिमम डिग्री के बारे में पता है. अब ये सेकंड स्टेटमेंट देखो, ये हमने प्रूव किया है कि नहीं किया?
हाँ सर, किया है.
Yes.
दिया है, that is this statement. Okay, these are equivalent statement. That is, every planar graph has a vertex of degree at most phi. Okay, so this lemma 3 is equivalent to this second statement. Okay, so second statement तो हमने already prove किया है. Now let us try to understand the first statement. Show that the complement of the simple planar graph. Okay, means what? हम कोई भी एक simple planar graph consider करेंगे with 11 vertices. Okay, so 11 vertices पे हमें एक simple planar graph consider करना है. और क्या होगा जब हम उसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट लेंगे? सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दिस स्टेटमेंट टेल्स मी व्हाट, अगर मैं सिंपल प्लेनर ग्राफ विथ 11 वर्टाइसेस कंसीडर करता हूं और अगर उसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट लूंगा तो वो ऑलवेज मुझे कैसे मिलेगा? यस,
Non-planar.
non-planar. Now why this is happening? मैं आपको एक आइडिया देता हूँ, उससे देखो समझ में आता है कि नहीं. वो खाली विजुअलाइजेशन है. प्रूफ तो हम इस तरीके से लिखेंगे, प्रूफ इसका हम इस तरीके से लिखेंगे. अब आप खाली एक लॉजिक देखना. ओके, मैंने एक सिंपल प्लेनर ग्राफ कंसीडर किया विथ 11 वर्टाइसेस. ओके, तो उसके लिए लेमा 3 होल्ड होगा, राइट? लेमा 3 मुझे क्या बोलता है? एवरी प्लेनर ग्राफ हैज अ वर्टेक्स ऑफ डिग्री एट मोस्ट फाइव, राइट?
Yes, sir.
ओके, सो मैंने अगर एक सिंपल प्लेनर ग्राफ विथ 11 वर्टाइसेस कंसीडर किया है तो इसमें भी हमें वर्टाइसेस की डिग्री एट मोस्ट 5 मिलेगी. और यू कैन से मिनिमम डिग्री एट मोस्ट 5 मिलेगी, राइट?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं पता नहीं. मैं आपको एक रफ ग्राफ ड्रॉ करके आपको दिखाता हूं. See, our aim is to consider a graph with 11 vertices. Now observe 11 vertices draw किए हमने. Now see, I am randomly drawing any graph on this 11 vertices. Now check, can I say this graph is planar?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it simple?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So अगर ये प्लेनर ग्राफ है, which means what, इसकी मिनिमम डिग्री एट मोस्ट 5 होगी. That is, every vertex in this graph having degree less than or is equals to 5, because this is the planar graph and this is the condition of lemma 3. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, अब हमें इस ग्राफ G का कॉम्प्लीमेंट बनाना है. That is G complement. Okay, अब क्या होगा, मान लो मैं ये एक वर्टेक्स कंसिडर कर रहा हूं ए, ओके, दिस इज बी, सी, डी, ई, एफ, जी, एच, I, J and K. Okay, now here A is adjacent with which three vertices?
B, C, and G.
B, C and G. So in G complement, this A is adjacent with which vertices? All vertices except B, C and G, right?
Yes, sir.
Which means what? ये J adjacent होगा A को, I adjacent होगा, D adjacent होगा, E adjacent होगा, F adjacent होगा, H adjacent होगा एंड K भी adjacent होगा. अब इससे क्या हो जाएगा, डिग्री ऑफ A चेक करो अब.
7.
So can I say this statement delta G is at least 5 for G complement?
No.
नो, बट हमें लेमा 3 क्या बोलता है, आप कोई भी प्लेनर ग्राफ कंसिडर करो, उसके लिए ये होल्ड होगा. अगर ये होल्ड नहीं हो रहा, विच मीन्स व्हाट, ये जो भी ग्राफ होगा वो कैसे बन जाएगा फिर?
Non-planar.
नॉन प्लेनर. दिस इज द लॉजिक. इज द लॉजिक क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you consider any simple plane graph with 11 vertices. If you take its complement, then that is always non-planar. So let us consider G to be a simple planar graph with 11 vertices. So if it is planar, so we know that for any planar graph, Q is less than or is equals to 3p minus 6 using lemma 1. Now our claim is we need to show G complement is non-planar. So let us assume something wrong. So suppose G complement is planar on 11 vertices. Now you can see if I make the complement of the graph G, then the number of vertices are same. So G complement में भी क्या होगा, 11 vertices होंगे, और अगर G complement भी planar है तो ये same condition hold करेगी for G complement. So we can say that Q of G plus Q of G complement is less than or is equals to 3p minus 6 plus 3p minus 6. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now observe this right hand side. Can I say it is 6p minus 12?
Yes.
Now observe this left hand side. Q of G plus Q of G complement. If I add all these edges, then I am getting the edges of complete graph on P vertices. Okay, you can check. Now this is which graph?
K2.
K2.
K2. Now make the complement of K2. So how many vertices we are having in K2 complement?
2.
And how many edges?
0.
0. Now add these edges. So can I say Q of K2 plus Q of K2 complement is same as Q of K2?
Yes, sir.
So in fact, this is true for any general graph G. Okay, it is not necessary that we need to consider always a complete graph. आप कोई भी ग्राफ कंसिडर करो ऑन एनी वर्टाइसेस, अगर आप Q ऑफ G काउंट करते हो और Q ऑफ G कॉम्प्लीमेंट काउंट करते हो और अगर दोनों को ऐड करते हो तो आपको KP में जितने एजेस होंगे उतने ही मिलेंगे. Okay, this is also the logical thing because see, in graph G, two vertices are adjacent. So in G complement, these two vertices are non-adjacent. So अगर G में कोई भी दो vertices adjacent होंगे तो G complement में वो दोनों vertices adjacent नहीं होंगे. और अगर G कॉम्प्लीमेंट में दो वर्टाइसेस एडजेसेंट है तो वो G में एडजेसेंट नहीं होंगे. तो अगर आप उन दोनों का यूनियन लेते हो तो आपको उतने ही नंबर ऑफ एजेस मिलेंगे जितने कंप्लीट ग्राफ ऑन दैट मेनी वर्टाइसेस में होंगे. इज दैट क्लियर?
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
अगर आपको कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है इसमें तो आप इसे प्रूव कर सकते हो, और प्रूविंग में अगर डिफिकल्टी हो रही है तो आप कोई भी एग्जांपल लो और उसमें आप चेक करो कि ये सेटिस्फाई हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा. ओके. नाउ हाउ मेनी एजेस वी आर हैविंग इन कंप्लीट ग्राफ ऑन P vertices, because in this question we are having P vertices. Okay, though here the value of P is 11, but we are putting the value of P is equals to 11 at the end. Okay, now this is the formula for calculating the number of edges in complete graph on P vertices, which is nothing but P choose 2. So it is equals to P into P minus 1 by 2 is less than or is equals to 6P minus 12. यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको?
यस सर.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now just shift this 2 on the right hand side and multiply this P inside. So here we are having P square minus P is less than or is equals to 12P minus 24. Now take this on the left hand side. So here we are having this relation P square minus 13P plus 24 is less than or is equals to 0. यहाँ तक किसी को कुछ डाउट?
नो सर.
Now just put the value of P, which is nothing but 11. So here I am having 11 square, 13 into 11 gives me 143 and 24. Now do this calculation and tell me what is your answer. See, 121 plus 24 gives me 145. 145 minus 143 gives me 2. So can I say 2 is less than or is equals to 0?
No.
No.
No,
So
sir.
this is the contradiction. So why we are getting this contradiction? Because our supposition is wrong. Our supposition is what? Suppose G complement is planar. So if this is wrong, so what is true? G complement is non-planar on 11 vertices. Okay, and here we are using the statement of that lemma once, or we are proving the statement of lemma 3 once again. Okay, so I am not doing it again. I hope this question is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now question number 3. Now I am leaving this question number 3 for your homework because we have already checked this graph as non-planar for so many times. So show that Peterson graph is non-planar by using Euler's formula. See, first we have checked by drawing its plane drawing, and that plane drawing is not possible. So first time we concluded Peterson graph is non-planar by drawing its plane drawing. Second, using Wagner's theorem. Now this third one you need to do it by yourself. You need to check that Peterson graph is non-planar using Euler's formula. Okay, so I am leaving this example for your homework. Now observe the next problem, that is question number 4. If G is a simple planar graph with less than 12 vertices, then prove that G has a vertex of degree at most 4. Now this statement is also obvious, right?
यस सर, पहले से पता है कि प्लेनर है।
पहले से हमें ये पता है कि ये ग्राफ प्लेनर है और अकॉर्डिंग टू लेमा 3 what we know, every planar graph has a vertex of degree less than or is equals to 5, right?
Yes, sir.
ओके तो अगर लेस देन और इज इक्वल्स टू 5 है तो एग्जैक्टली 5 हो सकता है। अगर एग्जैक्टली 5 नहीं हुआ तो हम बोलेंगे एटमोस्ट 4 होगा। सो हम वो स्टेटमेंट यहाँ पे अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि वहां पे हम 5 भी कंसीडर कर रहे हैं। ओके अगर आप 5 वाला केस उस स्टेटमेंट दैट इज लेमा 3 में से हटा दो, देन दिस स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू। तो अब हम इसमें क्या अज्यूम करेंगे, सपोज एवरी वर्टेक्स ऑफ जी हैज डिग्री ग्रेटर देन और इज इक्वल्स टू 5। ओके हमें प्रूव क्या करना है, इन दिस सिंपल ग्राफ विथ लेस देन 12 vertices we need to show G has a vertex of degree at most 4, मीन्स कम से कम 4 होना चाहिए। अब हम अज्यूम कर रहे हैं समथिंग रॉन्ग, दैट इज सपोज एवरी वर्टेक्स ऑफ G हैज डिग्री ग्रेटर देन और इज इक्वल्स टू 5, मीन्स एटलीस्ट 5 है। Which means what, at the end we will get some contradiction, so using that we are going to say this is not true. So if this is not true, which means what, every vertex has degree less than 5. Less than 5 means less than or is equals to 4. Is the idea clear?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so suppose we are having p vertices in this graph G, and the degree of these p vertices are denoted by d1 d2 up to dp. So then if d1 comma d2 d3 up to dp are the degrees of p vertices of G, so we are having, according to this supposition, degree of every vertex is greater than or is equals to 5. So d1 is also greater than or is equals to 5, d2 is also greater than or is equals to 5 up to dp, so that this degree sum is at least 5p. Okay, because the d1 is at least 5, d2 is at least 5, d3 is at least 5 up to dp is at least 5. And how many vertices we are having from here to here? Yes, how many vertices we are having from d1 to dp?
For P.
P vertices. Hence, on the right hand side, we are having 5 times p. Is that clear?
यस सर।
ओके नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो आप ये भी अप्लाई कर सकते हो, दैट इज डिग्री ऑफ vi is at least 5. Now take the summation on both the sides where this I is running from 1 to p. Okay, so this right hand side gives me 5p. And what we know about this degree sum? This gives me 2q using handshaking lemma. So we are having this statement that is 2q is bigger than or is equals to 5p. Is it clear now? Yes, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you just obtain this relation for q. So using this, we are having q is at least 5p by 2. But here we are considering G to be a planar graph. So we know that for planar graph, q is less than or is equals to 3p minus 6. So from 1 and 2, we can say 5p by 2 is less than or is equals to 3p minus 6. Now you just shift this 2 on the right hand side. ये step clear है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just shift this 2 on this right hand side. So we are having 5p is less than or is equals to 6p minus 12. Now take this 12 on the left hand side, take this 5p on the right hand side. So using this, we can say p is bigger than or is equals to 12. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
But observe in the statement what we are saying. G is a simple planar graph with what?
Less than 12.
Less than 12 vertices. And here what we are getting?
Equal to or more.
Bigger than or is equals to 12 vertices. So can I say this is the contradiction?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thus, if every vertex of G has degree bigger than or is equals to 5, then G must have at least 12 vertices. Hence, if G has less than 12 vertices, then it must have a vertex of degree strictly less than 5. Strictly less than 5 means वो less than or is equals to 4 होगा. Because the degree is never in the fraction. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now our next topic is nothing but what is the dual of a graph. See, now I haven't teach you what do we mean by dual of a graph. So before going to before going to go on this question, first we need to understand what do we mean by dual of a graph. Okay, so this we are going to take it from Bondi Murthy. Or wait a minute, let me see, do we have that in this notes or not? Okay, so we need to take this dual of a graph from Bondi Murthy. Okay, let me give you the rough idea of this dual of a graph. See. Now observe this graph and tell me, is it planar?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How many faces we are having in this graph?
2.
2 faces, right? So this is my face 1 and this is my face 2. Okay. Now my aim is to draw the dual of this graph. So how I am going to draw the dual of this graph? For that, I am going to consider these faces as vertices. Okay. So as we are having 2 faces for this graph, so in the dual we need to consider this faces is equals to vertices. So in the dual we are having 2 vertices. Okay, is the first step clear?
Yes, sir.
सो दिए हुए ग्राफ का अगर आपको ड्यूअल ग्राफ बनाना है तो आप चेक करोगे ओरिजिनल ग्राफ में कितने फेसेस है। ओरिजिनल ग्राफ में जितने भी फेसेस होंगे उतने वर्टाइसेस आपके पास होंगे इन द ड्यूअल ग्राफ। ओके, सो ओरिजिनल ग्राफ में 2 फेसेस थे तो ड्यूअल ग्राफ में क्या होंगे 2 वर्टाइसेस। ओके, नाउ आई एम ड्रॉइंग द ड्यूअल इन ग्रीन कलर। So this is our first step, that is total number of faces in original graph is equals to the total number of vertices in the dual graph. Now we need to draw these, or you can say we need to draw the edges between these two vertices f1 and f2 in the dual. So how we are going to draw it? Now you can see. Okay, so wait a minute, let me name the vertices of this original graph. Okay, now you can see, can I say f1 and f2 sharing an edge common, which is nothing but this edge C and D. Can I say f1 face f1 and face f2
Yes, sir. We can say that.
sharing this edge CD? Okay, so as you can see, this edge is common in between these two faces. So we need to draw these two vertices from here. Okay, because they are sharing an edge common. Similarly, this face f1 and f2 sharing an edge common from this BC. Okay, or you can say this edge BC is common in between face f1 and face f2. So we need to draw this edge in this fashion. जहां पर भी कॉमन होगा हम वहां से एज ड्रॉ करेंगे। क्लियर?
हाँ sir.
Now you can see this face f1, or you can say this edge AD is common in between face f1 and face f2. So we need to draw this edge. Similarly, AB भी common है in between these two faces. So हम इसे भी join करेंगे in this fashion. Clear?
Yes, sir.
सो ये जो भी ग्रीन वाला ग्राफ होगा वो हमारा बन जाएगा ड्यूअल फॉर दिस ग्राफ ABCD। क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सो दिस इज द रफ आइडिया। नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम इसकी ओरिजिनल डेफिनेशन देखेंगे, दैट इज व्हाट आर द रिलेशन बिटवीन द faces and vertices of the original graph and the dual of the graph. What is the relation between the number of edges in the original graph and the dual graph, and so on. Okay,
Sir,
so yes,
डुअल ग्राफ ड्रॉ करने के लिए मिनिमम 2 फेस होने चाहिए ना हमारे पास?
नहीं जरूरी नहीं है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं ये ग्राफ लू, नाउ दिस इज विच ग्राफ?
K2
K2। कितने फेसेस है?
सिंगल फेस।
सिंगल फेस। नाउ यू कैन सी हियर, अगर मुझे इसका ड्यूअल बनाना होगा तो हम इस तरीके से बनाएंगे। ओके,
यस सर।
सो ये हम देखेंगे इन डिटेल आफ्टर टेकिंग द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द ड्यूअल ऑफ ए ग्राफ। ओके
Okay, sir.
okay, so let me stop this lecture here. We will take this definition in my next lecture. Now anybody want to ask any kind of question, then you just unmute yourself and you can ask.